Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I feel like I'm a little late filming this because Black Friday has gone and passed us and it's almost Christmas. But I wanted to film a video giving you guys my full review on the Kindle Paperwhite. I can't believe I've had this for over a year now. I got it last year as an early Christmas gift. I do have an unboxing video on my YouTube channel. I'll link it up here if you guys want to see me open it up. I go through like all the specific details of the one that I have. I always get asked what kind of Kindle I have, what are my thoughts on it, do I like it, so I thought I would put it all in the video for you guys in case you are getting one yourself or you're looking to get one for a family member this holiday season or maybe a friend. I hope that this will help you guys out. I'm also going to talk about my experience with Kindle Unlimited as well because I do pay for that subscription. I'll give you guys a couple of book recommendations off of that from stuff that I've read that I have in my library, and we'll just get into it. This thing is really like my emotional support Kindle. I take it absolutely everywhere with me, even if I know I'm going somewhere where I'm not going to read. You never know. So this thing is like my bestie girl and I just love it. So without further ado, let's get into it. I have to confess that I've been feeling a little bit under the weather and I feel like I'm a little bit out of breath. So if you guys can tell, that's why. So I apologize. Let's start off with what specific Kindle I have. This is the Kindle Paperwhite. I do have it in the black color. I know they've come out with a bunch of like cute colors recently, which I think is so fun. There's like a green one that's really pretty. This is 6.8-inch display. It is the 16 gigabyte because I wasn't sure how much storage, like if the 8 gigabytes, I think that's the smallest one. I didn't know if that was going to be enough for me. So I got the 16 gigabytes. And then I got the one that does not have the lock screen ads on it. So what I mean by that is when you buy any sort of Amazon tablet on the screen, they will have the ads and stuff. But I didn't want that on mine. I wanted it to be solely like I was reading a book. And one of the things that I do really like about this is you can set the screen as whatever book you're reading. So I recently read this one and I actually finished it the other day. But you can set the screen as that and it doesn't have any of the ads or anything because when it comes with the ads you can't change it. Personally, I have that on my Amazon Fire tablet and I didn't really like it, so I just paid the extra $20 to have it so it doesn't have the ads on it. However, it is totally up to your personal preference. Again, it is like a $20 difference, which in my mind isn't really that much extra, especially since I'm gonna have this for like ever, so I thought it was worth the money. But if you are looking to save a little bit, then I would just get it with the ads on it. I really like the size of this. This is perfect if you are traveling or if you're on the go all the time. Like I said before, I literally take this thing everywhere with me and it's so small. It's super lightweight. I've taken this in the car with me. I can fit it in my bag. I've taken it on airplanes before, put it in a backpack, and it's just the perfect size. It doesn't take up that much space. I also have a couple of different little cases for it. So I ended up getting this one from a company called Needle Stitch & Co. on Instagram. There are so many different small businesses that make cute little cases or book sleeves that you can find on Etsy or on Instagram, but this one specifically is a Taylor Swift one. You guys know I love Taylor Swift, but it has a bunch of books on it with all her album titles on it, which I thought was really, really cute. If she still has them on her website, I will link them down below, but the quality of this is amazing. It's super plush. I'll show you guys what it looks like in the sleeve. It's totally covered. I don't have to worry about it getting tossed around. Like, I know it's really safe and protected in this. And again, it's super plushy. The quality is really good and I would highly recommend. Moving away from the size, another thing that I really like about this is the fact that it is so customizable, especially not even like in the Kindle itself. But as you guys can see, I do have a few stickers on the back of mine. One of you guys actually recommended I get a pop socket and I didn't want to like stick the pop socket on the actual Kindle because I didn't want to ruin it. So I ended up getting a clear case and then a clear pop socket on Amazon, and then I got a couple different cutesy little stickers on Etsy, and then I also just went through some of the stickers I already had and I put a few on the back of them. I love seeing what everybody's Kindles look like over on Bookstagram. I think the way that some people decorate them even for like the holidays and such are so cute. There are so many different cute little stickers available that you can buy online. These are just some of the few that I have. I have one that says Antisocial Book Club on it. I have another one that says Bat Boys for ACOTAR. You guys know I love ACOTAR. I have a Taylor Swift one that just says Swiftie, established in 2006. It's like a cute little cowboy boot. And then I have a Hosanna Revival Bible sticker that I had already had, and then a sticker on the bottom that says romance reader, because as you guys know, romance is like one of my favorite genres ever. But I just love how cute it is and how you can personalize it. It just elevates the reading experience and makes it more fun, and I love it. Moving into the actual features of the Kindle itself, like I already said, you guys can change the lock screen so that it's the cover of whatever book you're currently reading, which I think is really cute. I've also seen a lot of people like make their own little covers on like Canva or whatever, and you can set it as the background. I personally have not done that, but I think that's such a fun idea. But let's talk about the screen. As you guys can see, it's a little reflective, but honestly, it's really not that bad. Before I got the Paperwhite, I had an Amazon Fire tablet that I was reading on. One of the reasons I really wanted to get a Kindle was because I felt like reading on the other tablet, it felt like I was reading on like my phone. We just spend so much time staring at screens all day. Like I work full time, I stare at a computer all day. I'm on my phone constantly. I did not want to have my reading experience feel like I was reading on my phone. And with this, honestly, it does not feel like that. I don't know like what they do with the screen, but when you have an actual book open, it actually looks like actual paper, and I haven't had any issues with it. There's a setting you can adjust like the screen brightness. There's a dark mode, there's a light mode, so a lot of the times when I'm outside reading, I'll have the dark mode on just because, I don't know, I feel like when you're staring at the screen, it's like a little bit easier on your eyes. And then there's also a warmth setting where you can adjust like how warm the screen is, which is really good when you're reading at night. It also does Bluetooth. I'll show you guys what it looks like on the screen. I have my dark mode on right now because I was reading at last night, but this is what it looks like. And then it also like shows you the battery percentage up here. So right now I'm at 77%, which is honestly pretty good. The battery life of this compared to the Fire tablet that I have is amazing. I normally, depending on like how often I'm reading on my Kindle, don't really need to charge it that much because the battery lasts so long, which is really impressive. It also has like the date on here and the time. This is what the home screen looks like. So I actually have my library open right now. You guys can't really see because I'm doing a horrible job, but there's like a library, and then there's also a home button where it kind of just gives you an overview of everything that's in your library, and then it also gives you like a bunch of different suggestions based on books that you've been reading, series you've started, books you might like in Kindle Unlimited. There's also the store feature at the top that you can click on, and it'll bring you right to the Amazon store, which is really good. And then you can like look at all the different genres and stuff, or books that are just in Kindle Unlimited, editor's picks, best books of 2023 so far, like basically like looking on Amazon's website but on the Kindle, and you can buy the books like straight on the Kindle, which is really nice. One of the things I really like about the e-reader as well is the fact that a lot of like books that you buy digitally are oftentimes cheaper than like buying an actual physical copy of a book. A lot of them go on sale all the time too, especially if you have Kindle Unlimited. I pay, I think it's like $11.99 a month or whatever. So if you read 2 books in a month, it basically pays for itself. And there are so many different kinds of books that you can get on there. A lot of the times on Amazon, there will be electronic books that you can download for free. They do this Stuff Your Kindle Day like twice a year, where they have a bunch of books on sale. You can just download to your Kindle for free and read them, which is really nice. So it definitely saves me a lot of money in that regard. And I really like that this is just only for books. When I compare this or think about it in comparison to my Fire tablet, you can download social media apps onto that thing, Netflix, Hulu, which is like great when I'm traveling on the airplane and want to download movies and stuff. But I really like that this is just for books. You cannot download anything else onto it. You can connect your Goodreads to it, but you cannot look at Goodreads on this. Also, if you have a library card, one of the features that they offer through the Libby app is if you want to put a book on hold or rent a book through the library, it will actually have the option, most of them have the option, I should say, where you can deliver the book to your Kindle, and then when you're done with it and you return it to the library, I think I actually have a couple in here that I rented through the library, like Crown of Midnight for instance. Once you return it, the cover of the book actually stays in your library even though technically you can't access it anymore. I'm not sure if it saves your notes. If you have the answer to that, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I haven't tried to open like any books that I had already returned to the library because I didn't know what I was gonna do. But they all show up in your library, which is is really nice, so you can kind of keep track of everything that you've been reading. If you have Kindle Unlimited, I believe you can rent up to 20 books at one time. I definitely have not rented 20 books yet, but I'm probably getting close because I do have a couple of Kindle Unlimited books that I've read on here, like Say You Swear, The Serpent and the Wings of the Night. I read through that. Mine Would Be You by K. Jamila. I also have a bunch of different holiday books. The Twisted series, I read the first Twisted book, and also all the Chestnut Spring series books are available on Kindle Unlimited. The Laura Pavlov books. There are literally so many different options of books that they offer on there, which I think is really nice, and I personally think it's worth it as like someone who loves to read and reads a lot. I would definitely recommend it if you're really into reading and you're trying to save a little bit of money, because like we all know, having books as your hobby can be really expensive. I don't even want to know what all of these books behind me add up to. The only real downside to it is that this Kindle itself is not obviously a physical copy of a book. It's not the same reading experience. I do feel like I read faster on my Kindle though. I don't know if there's like studies on that, but I just read like 2 ebooks in a matter of like 7 days. And I know like if I was reading the physical copy of the book, unless I was like really into it, I would not be able to read 2 physical copy books in 7 days. I just started this one last night. This is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I thought it would be perfect to read for the winter season since we are in December. And I'm so close to my reading goal, you guys. I just hit 55 books and my goal is 60. So I'm like really trying to kick into high gear and read a lot so I can meet my goal by the end of the month. I don't know if I will get there. It's just different. And also like one of the things I love when I finish a book is having the trophy to put on my bookshelf so I can see it and display it. Every time, ever since I've gotten this, I just get so happy when I stare at it. I love looking at all of my books. It's like literally decor in my eyes, and it just makes the space feel more homey. And I love getting to like recommend different books to my friends, or being like, oh, here, you can borrow my book and read it so you know what I just went through. And I love getting to see like all my series, like all my ACOTAR books, my Crescent City books, soon to have all of my Throne of Glass books because I still have Kingdom of Ash to read. I just love it so much and it makes my heart very happy. Going back to the Kindle though, I did talk a little bit about how you can customize the Kindle, and I more so talked about like what it looks like on the outside. What's really cool about this as well is when you click on a book, let me just get to a page really fast. There's actually the option where you can customize what the text looks like. I think they have a couple different fonts in here you can pick from. It also has the ability to change like the size of the font. If you want to make it smaller or larger depending on your eyesight, you can do that. You can also make it bold. You can choose like how you want the margins and the spacing and the alignment to look, which is really cool. And there's also a bunch of little features here at the bottom, and it'll show you like what your percentage is in the book, which is really helpful when I am tracking it through my Goodreads, because I know exactly where I am, how much farther I have to go in the book, or how little I am into it. There's also this down here. Mine says book complete right now because I clicked on the one that I just read. If you click on it a couple more times, it'll actually show you the location you are in the book. It'll show you the page number. It also automatically estimates as you're reading it how much time you have left in a chapter, which is really nice, because a lot of times when I read at night, I have to go to bed by a certain time because I have to get up for work the next day, and it's really nice to know like, oh, I only have 5 minutes left in this chapter versus like I have 15 minutes left in this chapter. Maybe I don't want to read for 15 more minutes. You can also highlight text in here, which is really nice, and it will automatically save all of your highlights and your notes. I believe it's like a folder that's called clippings or whatever, but there's a button up here at the top that you can click and it'll actually show you where all of your notes are. It'll show you like different popular highlights that other people have made. You can even bookmark pages, which is really fun if you're wanting to go back and look at what you've highlighted. I also really like that you can connect your Goodreads to this. With the book I just read, I actually went ahead and I shared a couple of the notes that I had highlighted in the book onto my Goodreads, because since it connects, you can choose to share different notes and things with your friends and stuff so they can see. I really think that that's a fun feature, because obviously if you're reading a physical copy of a book, you can't really share your notes with other people. You can just take pictures of them and post them for your friends to see. I do really like having the Kindle. I'm really glad that I have it. I have definitely become more of an e-reader girly this year. I've definitely read so much on my Kindle. Like I said, I've been reading a lot faster on my Kindle, which has been really helpful in meeting my 60 book reading reading goal this year. I love it so much. I do not regret it 100%. I would recommend getting this for yourself or a family member or friend. If they're into reading, I think they would really like it, especially if they're on the go all the time. If you're looking to try out Kindle Unlimited, I believe when you buy like a tablet through them, they actually gift you 3 months for free, because that is what I had. And one of my other friends actually told me she asked for Kindle Unlimited gift cards for Christmas every year. So her family members will buy her gift cards, and that basically pays for a year of her membership, which I thought was so smart. But yeah, I think that is all I have to say about my Kindle. I'm sure maybe I missed a few different thoughts here and there. Definitely let me know what your guys' experience is if you own a Kindle down in the comments down below. Do you have Kindle Unlimited? Do you think it's worth it? What are your favorite books to read on Kindle Unlimited? I hope that this was helpful, and if you guys have any questions for me, definitely leave me a comment down below and I will try to help you guys out as best as I can. But I hope that you guys are having a great holiday season. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching if you did, and I hope that you guys are having a great day wherever you are, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!